Today's event is Liverpool's first NHS Hack Day. The idea is to bring together technologists and doctors to work together to address some of the technical issues that the NHS faces. We've got a fantastic range of people that have come today. We've got some medical doctors from all around the country, we've got statisticians, we've got designers, we've got developers. We've got such an interesting group and we're all working together with the same passion to address issues within the NHS.
NHS Hack Day is all about geeks who love the NHS, healthcare professionals, nurses, doctors, anyone working in the NHS. There's three main things that we sort of aim to get out the weekend. One is fun, another is community. Bright people from different specialties that wouldn't otherwise get to meet up, and that's kind of what makes it fun, but it also builds community. And then the other things are making things which are actually useful for the NHS and showcasing to the NHS the immense value of individual software developers, designers, openness, open source and small and medium enterprises.
It's been incredible being here actually. It's an amazing atmosphere when you can come with a problem as a physician and go, I know nothing about any of this stuff, but I know what I want to be able to do. And then to have a room full of people who have the know-how and the enthusiasm to go, we can do that. Being able to harness all that enthusiasm and work together with developers and physicians directly is amazing. And at the end of the day, we hopefully have come up with a solution.
I think that as doctors, we don't use technology enough to make our job better, more fun and more efficient. So I brought some reinforcements from London, fellow haematologists, to try to create a tool to make one aspect of our job faster, more efficient, and also as an amazing learning experience.
Well, I came down really to appeal for some help. We've always wanted to grow an open source community around the technology part of Alice, and I heard about the NHS Hack Day and I thought, well, there are going to be some interesting people there, so I came along. I pitched the project at the beginning without expectations of actually doing stuff, but it's provided a very good opportunity to mix and find out how people work and bump into some very interesting and open-minded people.
I've been meeting people, getting to know different teams from all around the country, finding out how programmers actually think and work in day-to-day practice, how they plan projects, meeting people with a data protection background, meeting various people, web designers, app designers, and actually figuring out how different professions practice and work on a project, because the way that I as a doctor think of a project is very different. And culturally having that understanding will make my job a lot easier for what I have to do in the next year and a half.
We've been working on a tool for asking questions. The NHS loves questions and answers and assessments and scoring, and most of the time these questionnaires are on paper and nurses or clinicians have to tick them in on paper, add up the boxes, put them into a spreadsheet, send the spreadsheet to someone else, and then send them there for another clinical system to get counted up. And we thought that we might try and make a little app for having the questions on your mobile device of some kind and having a web page to be able to create them.
It's really important that the projects have sort of a lifetime beyond the Hack Day. And so it's important that the projects are sustainable and it's easy for us to let the trusts and those GPs that are interested in software find the software and use it if they're interested. I think the primary benefit to these solutions is the openness and transparency with which they're built. It's easy for other people to build a community around the software, to share ideas and knowledge, and they're ideas and concepts that are not at all alien to doctors. They understand the sharing of knowledge because it's critical to what they do, and we think that's an important thing with the software that's built as well.
It's incredibly important that the pitches that happen right now should become real, on-the-ground solutions that are used by the NHS, and the big procurement guys at the NHS should really be watching closely, because not only this Hack Day but the previous one in London, the ideas very much, they're not about small things in a department which won't affect many people. These are real solutions that will affect millions of patients on a daily basis.
Today's been great. I think one of the things that we've seen today is the kind of energy and creativity when you expose bright, innovative people to real problems in the NHS. And one of the things that's really exciting is seeing the bringing together of people with difficult problems with people with great ideas and novel ways of approaching them.
What I'll be taking away is how much enthusiasm there is in the NHS and by the medical profession themselves in trying to see applications that are relevant to their profession being developed rather than the organisation, admin and clerical type that other people impose.
I think it's been brilliant, and I think it's great that we're going to different cities, and it really shows that a closer collaboration between the people that develop the software and the people that use the software, you potentially can create something quite magical.